the chap from Newsday.
I'll check my machine. Is this a real interview, or just some cute guy that you're trying to set me up with?
Please, Julianne, I don't send you men anymore. You haven't got the first idea what to do with them.
Hey, it's Michael. Jules, it must be, months, huh? So, I can't wait to talk to you. I'm in Chicago at the Drake Hotel. I guess I'm, Okay, well, call me, 4 in the morning, whatever. We gotta talk. Bye.
Who called? Man of the moment?
No, the opposite. It's my Michael. Michael O'Neill. Sounds desperate to talk to me.
Oh, the wandering sports writer. Remind me about that one.
Sophomore year at Brown, we had this one hot month, yes. But of course, you know me. I got restless. So I get up the nerve to break his heart. And he gives me this look. And he said the thing that makes me want to cry is I'm losing the best friend I ever had. And at that moment, I knew. I felt the same way. So I cried for maybe the 3rd time in my entire life, kissed him, and we've been best friends ever since. We've seen each other through everything. Losing jobs, losing parents, losing lovers. We've traveled all over. Best times of my life, maybe. Drinking and talking. Even if it's just over the phone.
God, this is so moving. Kindred spirits, eh?
No, he's nothing like me. He's like you, actually. Only straight. I remember this one night in Tucson, like 6 years ago. He takes a razor out of this tiny little dop kit, cuts his finger, takes my hand, does the same to me.
Let me see.
He says, swear, when we're 28, if we've never married, we marry each other. We never talked about it again. I don't know what made me think of that.
You're about to be 28 in 3 weeks, right? How old's he?
You think?
Desperate to talk. Cheers. Cool eyes.
Hey, it's Michael. Jules, it must be, months, huh? I can't wait to talk to you. I'm in Chicago at the Drake Hotel. I guess I'm, Okay, well, call me, 4 in the morning, whatever. We gotta talk. Bye.
Good evening, the Drake Hotel.
Hi, yes, I'm calling for Michael O'Neill, but seeing as it's so late, if you could just let me leave.
Hello?
Hello. You've been enrolled in the obscene caller of the month.
Hey, beautiful. It's so great to hear your voice. I miss you. I've been calling you for over a month, you know.
Well, I've been on a book tour.
Well, I figured you're out of town.
No, I mean, my machine eats all my messages.
Or you're just averaging 30 days to return a call.
Well, it's less when it's you.
Look, I have to ask you something incredibly important. And if you turn me down, I don't know what I'm going to do.
You know, if I could just tell you one thing first. Well, this is probably going to hand you the biggest laugh of your adult life, I'm sure. But I was thinking about you, and I was remembering this unbelievably insane night that we spent in Tucson, like, I don't know, 1,000 years ago. And you probably won't remember this, but...
Are you kidding? I think about that night all the time.
You do?
But it's not why I called.
It's not.
I called because I met someone.
Well, that's great. That's great. Because you haven't really seen anybody, have you, since Dingbat Jenny Lee?
No, you don't understand. I've never felt this way about anybody. And she's all wrong for me.
Well, there's a good start.
Well, no, I mean, she's a junior at the University of Chicago. She's 20. Her name's Kim, Jules. You're gonna love her. She's beautiful. And her dad is this billionaire, and he owns the White Sox and some cable empire. And you know, I've always been kind of uncomfortable around rich people.
Sure.
But they're not like that. They're such wonderful people, really. Salt of the earth.
So you've met her parents?
Yeah.
Jules, we're getting married this Sunday.
Hello?
Hello? Michael, it's Wednesday night. How can you possibly be getting married on Sunday?
Actually, it all starts tomorrow, and it's one of these 4-day weddings with all the traditional events and like 10 million people flying in from all over the world.
Okay. But aren't you working this weekend? I mean, is that responsible?
Well, the Sox are at home, and sports letting me do a profile on the Big Hurt, Frank Thomas. Wait, what do you mean irresponsible? Taking off a weekend to get married? Jules, I'm scared.
Maybe we should talk about this.
I need you. If you can't come and hold my hand, I'll never get through this. Please come. Please.
What?
Oh, man, I can't wait for you to meet her.
Listen, Jules, why don't we just stop and have a drink? You can take a later flight.
No. I'm a busy girl. I've got exactly 4 days to break up a wedding, steal the bride's fella, and I haven't one clue how to do it. He adored me for 9 goddamn years. Me!
I can see why.
Look, she has known him for what, like 5 seconds? Okay, plus she's got billions of dollars. Plus she's apparently perfect. Okay, so don't go feeling all sorry for Miss Preteen Illinois. I can't lose him, George. I'm gonna bring him back.
You give your hand to me, and then you say hello, and I can hardly speak. My heart is beating so, and anyone can tell. You think you know me well, but you don't know me. No, you don't know the one who dreams of you at night, and longs to kiss your lips, longs to hold you tight. Oh, I am just a friend.
Can you believe I'm gonna do this?
Not hardly.
This just makes everything so perfect. From the day I met Michael, all I've heard is Julianne this and Julianne that. I've never had a sister. Right off, I have this monstrous favor to ask you.
Excuse me?
My best friend Angelique shattered her pelvis line dancing in Abilene over spring break. Be my maid of honor?
What? Shouldn't you promote a bridesmaid or someone that you've known at least 45 minutes?
My bridesmaids are my only 2 female relatives under the age of 40, debutante sisters from Nashville who are basically vengeful sluts. Oh, my exit! So this means I have 4 days to make you my new best friend. It's time for you to force yourself to get personal.
Do you like the color?
I think it's beautiful.
Isn't that perfect for her?
Absolutely.
Now this is going to be tighter. You don't want those things to fall out.
No, it's beautiful.
I'm not hurting you, okay? I don't want her to trip, so I'm going to take this up a little tiny bit.
Would you rather the daffodil?
I thought the bridesmaids all wore the same dress.
Not you. You wouldn't be comfortable unless you were distinctive.
What else did he tell you?
You hate weddings, you never go. You're not up for anything conventional or anything that's assumed to be a female priority, including marriage, romance, or even
Love. Michael and I were a wrong fit right from the start.
he said that too. Well, I thought I was like you. I'm proud to be. Till I met rumpled, smelly old Michael. Then I found I was just a sentimental schmuck like all those flighty nitwits I'd always pitied. It's funny, huh?
Yeah. I need a cigarette. George, how do you think I feel? All she does is talk about her and Michael's future, and she's just so bright-eyed and dreamy. And, yeah, and I don't know if I can do it.
Oh.
Hi. Hi.
Turn around or something?
Yes? Not the person I was expecting.
I've seen you a lot more naked than that.
Well, things are different now.
Yeah. So. You look really good. Without clothes on.
George. She's toast. So the honeymoon is where exactly?
Well, it depends. If San Antonio meets Sacramento, we could start there. Or Phoenix, or depending on the Indiana-Cleveland game.
Garden spots.
Oh.
A swing of maybe 40 degrees Fahrenheit represents a packing challenge, but there's fine food and cocktails and a choice of embassy suites.
It's his career. I'm supportive. Look, I've been everywhere. I want to be with the man I love. That's what makes it a honeymoon.
I'm just saying he's lucky. Takes one woman in a billion to put up with his array of shit. The guy's a one-man festival of idiosyncratic. Well, you've been introduced to the symphonic range
Of his snoring? Yeah, he says it's worse than ever. You know that snarfle one?
Oh, yeah.
Now it's kind of got like this phlegm rattling thing happening behind his. Guess what? Earplugs work.
Oh, what about...
Cigars in bed? I broke him of that habit. But the bathroom's a swamp. He wears Reeboks to dinner. He likes action movies. He reads over my shoulder. He loves karaoke bars, for God's sakes. And I can't carry it to him.
Really?
He sucks soup through his front teeth.
That's a trademark move. Don't touch that one.
But he sure can kiss.
You know, it's been a while. I'm just gonna take your word on that.
After 2 weeks of cataloging all of his faults, I made a command decision that changed my life. I threw the list away. He's not a balance sheet. He's Michael, and loving him means loving all of him.
You get nervous in small confined spaces?
So it's sweet of you to want to be protective, but nothing ever could, ever did give me one moment's pause about this marriage.
You become hysterical in small confined.
Except one. You. You'll always be there in his mind, this perfect creature that he loved for all those years.
Well, perfection can get wearing after a while.
I'm not kidding. I had to face up to all of my competitive drives, and believe me, I've got him.
No.
And after all, what am I going to be jealous of you for the rest of my life? Our paths will keep on crossing.
Of course.
He'll always talk about you.
It's only natural.
And the answer was so simple.
I was gonna predict that.
You win.
I've missed a step.
He's got you on a pedestal. And me in his arms.
My God, it's the bride and the woman she'll never live up to. Are you okay, honey?
That's
So sorry.
Yes.
Did she say the wrong thing again? That is so in character. Julianne Potter.
We'd be the vengeful sluts.
You can just call us eager.
Hey, have you sized up the groomsmen, Jules? As Emma Bates, you get first pick.
Don't pick the short, hairy, fat one.
He's mine. Keep he's a virgin.
Is this Michael's, Julianne?
Yes?
Oh, I'm Isabel Wallace. And my handsome new son scarcely did you justice, girl. Now, my husband says we should scoot you over to the ballpark so you can hang with Michael. But first you have to meet a lot of really old women. That is, if you've absorbed enough profanity.
Which of you gents ordered a beer?
somebody I used to know, Julianne Potter. This is Hank and Eric from Sport Magazine.
Nice to meet you.
They're kind enough to give me a job.
Hi there.
How do you do?
And this is Walter, my father-in-law.
Future father-in-law.
Thank you. If he gives you any grief, you come and see me.
And this guy you know.
Papa Joe.
I told him he should make you best man, darling, but had to go with his baby brother.
Best looking guy in any room.
Hey, that'll do. Scotty, that'll do.
Sorry. Now remember, it is the duty of the best man to dance with the maid of honor.
Dance. You can't dance. You learn how to dance.
I've got moves you've never seen.
You're an imposter. What did you do with my best friend? Huh?
I'm still your best friend. Just haven't seen you for a while. All I'm saying is that some people might find that kind of perfection boring day after day, year after
See, that's what I thought at first. How can you like someone that perfect? No potential for long-range likability. But then she does have a few good traits. Oh, no.
Such as.
I got her. When I hug her, even in public, I don't have to let go right away. She lets me hold her as long as I want.
Batting second, the shortstop, number 13.
What?
Nothing.
Yeah, I forgot. You and that yucky love stuff. You always get like that when it gets sentimental.
I do not.
Okay.
Well, when you and I were, when we were.
Together?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, when.
Yes.
Guess what?
Yes, you pulled away when I tried to hug you in public.
Now pitching for Texas, number 27, Matt Whiteside.
Well, I've changed. I mean, I'm not the girl that I once was.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Any relationship over 2 weeks I should know about?
This is not about longevity, Michael. This is about being comfortable with the yucky love stuff.
All right.
And I am.
Where'd you find this
The
place?
doorman told me, and you are singing the song. I didn't realize this was a karaoke bar.
This is so great, my two best girls.
Folks thirsty?
Margarita. Blended,
She
no
wants it
salt.
straight up.
You? I am still light.
2 words for you. Margarita.
Yeah.
Vespa.
Lawrence.
Hey, me hanging out in the rain all night.
Love Florence.
And the guy with the thing.
Where's my pass?
No, the pier is for fishing.
Rich kizzy.
Fishing.
I've always loved Florence.
Well, you should take her there. She's perky. She deserves a honeymoon.
Oh, yeah, well.
Oh, yeah. Well, if San Antonio sweeps Sacramento, what is that? I mean, you're off the road in September, and when does fall quarter start for you?
I'm not coming back senior year.
Don't architects find a degree sort of an asset?
I travel every week. Got the college ball, motorsports,
Yeah.
training camps.
I think the most important thing is for us to be together.
Say Pinky. I want to hear you sing. Come on. I know Kimmy hates to sing. She hates it.
Oh, yeah? All right, folks. Everybody, my bride to be here is about to kick some ass on. No,
No, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
No, Michael. She doesn't want to, Michael. Leave her alone. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for the dazzling vocal stylings of Miss Kimberly Wallace.
Just don't know what to do with myself. Don't know just what to do with myself. I'm so used to doing everything for you. Planning everything for two. And now that we're through, I just don't know what to do with my time. I'm so lonesome for you, it's a crime. Going to a movie. I'll
Desperately.
Maybe we don't have to go.
Your grandmother's dinner? As bride-to-be, she's got you on a technicality. I'd babysit you, but my loyalty is to the bride in her time of need.
It's not really a time of need.
Okay, well, if you're sure. Sure? Yeah, I mean, I'll stay with Michael if you're sure.
Okay. Call me later?
Of course.
Bye.
Have fun.
You're pretty shocked when I told you, huh?
Stop, no. A little.
Okay.
A lot. I fell off the bed.
Well, that explains the thump. You like her, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
That's enthusiastic.
Well, I mean, no, she's great.
No, she's great.
I mean, seriously can't sing a note. But to make that kind of sacrifice,
What? Leaving school?
all of it. Putting her career on hold, all to follow you around in this dumb job where you travel like 52 weeks a year to places like College Station, Texas.
Dumb job.
Well, it's not a grown-up job, Michael.
My job never bothered you before.
It doesn't bother me now. But I'm not Kimmy. Her father owns the Sox in cable sports.
Yeah?
I'm just surprised it hasn't come up, that's all.
What? It? What?
Corner office with a view. You in a nice blue suit. Permanent Chicago address. Somewhat close to Mom and Dad.
Never. She would never even think of that. You don't know her.
But Michael loves his job.
Oh, sure. Bad games, bad pay, bad towns, bad flights, bad hotels, real bad food. Homeless, rootless, lonely. Your copy makes it maybe 1 issue out of 4. What's not to love? Why would he trade all that for running, say, a piece of the PR at a powerful, complex conglomerate like your father's?
That's just the sort of thing my father and I discussed.
I'm not surprised.
So, do you think he'd really accept?
Michael, a job like that? By any yardstick that involves sanity, it'd be the greatest thing that ever happened to him. Present company accepted. This is what we do. We make your dad a co-conspirator.
Kim.
Michael does a favor for Walter. Walter's reorganizing his public relations and needs a brilliant guy that he's close to, that he can completely trust. Then you beg. Michael, please do this for Daddy. It's only 6 months. It would mean so much to me.
He'll see right through it.
Only if he wants to. At the end of 6 months, he will be happy, settled, successful.
Wow. You look beautiful.
Thank
Do you
you.
have a date later or something?
Never can tell.
Just the way you look tonight. Remember?
Okay, kid. You're up.
Well, it's really my father who needs the favor. You see, he's reorganizing some of the divisions of the company. Public relations is a real problem area for him. It would only be 6 months, maybe. Or 3 or 4.
And you knew about this.
Well, I think you ought to listen to her, Michael. It's her life, too.
Well, you gonna tell me that Walter thought this one up? Why don't you start by being honest 1 second, Kim?
I am being honest. What, all of a sudden I'm supposed to drop out of school? Forget my family, forget my career, forget about all the things I had planned for my life?
Forgive me for screwing up your plans. Just sure glad I'm hearing about this now before it's too late.
What is that
What am I supposed to do with my life, huh? I work in a low-paying, zero-respect job, which unfortunately I happen to love.
Michael, it sounds like a great opportunity.
Does it really? How come you never took some sellout establishment job, huh? I'll tell you what, because that isn't you. And guess what, Kim? That's not me either.
Dave, that's the way you
Yeah,
feel.
you're damn straight that's how I feel. Just come out and say it. My job's not good enough. I'm not good enough.
Michael, I never said that.
Yes, you did. Great, Kim. You wait till 2 days before our wedding to lay this on me, and I'm supposed to just roll over and drool.
No.
Fine. I'm the asshole. I'm an insensitive, sexist asshole.
No,
You're better off without
no,
me.
Michael, no. You're so right. I was so wrong. We settled this, and I reneged. That just wasn't fair. You have to forgive me and forget this ever happened. Carol, and just die. Please.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
double-crossed me. The little twerp.
Next weekend.
So wrong for him. Michael and I are the same person. Self-absorbed and vaguely lovable. We deserve each other. I'm running out of time. I'm completely out of sneaky ideas. I have come to the end of my rapidly fraying rope. George, you have got to think of something.
Coffee, anyone?
Yes.
Good morning, Patrol.
Very Marceau.
Now, relax. We don't want your face coming off with it, do we? Hideous room. Oh, God. Death by minibar. How glamorous.
You flew all the way here. You hate to fly.
I'd love to go back this evening. We have this thing with Werner's family in the Hamptons.
You're butting in. What I mean when I say she's annoyingly perfect is that there's nothing annoying about her perfection. It is vulnerable and endearing. And that is annoying as shit.
Oh, I like it.
I didn't have to hate her. I'd adore her. This is my whole life's happiness. I have to be ruthless. He was in love with me every day for 9 years. I can make him happier than she can. Yes, I am breaking her heart in the short run, but really, really doing her a gigantic favor. She would be so miserable tagging along after this insensitive doofus.
Jules, do you really love him? Or is this just about winning? Seriously?
In the beginning, it was mostly this prior claim he belonged to me. But now, when I'm with him, he's just so wonderful. Yeah, how come I never knew that when I could have had him?
It's amazing the clarity that comes with psychotic jealousy.
George, believe me. If he was feeling what I'm feeling, then he would know how it feels. It's horrible. What?
Just tell him you love him. Julianne. Tell him you loved him for 9 years. But that you're afraid of love. Yeah, tell him you're afraid of love, afraid of needing.
Needing what?
To belong to someone. We will ask, sweetheart. I'm sorry about that. Tell him this is the worst, the cruelest, dumbest moment to do this to him, but there it is. He's got to choose.
Tell him the actual truth.
Maybe not the actual truth. Highlights.
George.
Your sides, please. Okay. Just Morning.
Michael, I have to talk to you.
You don't like the suit?
Actually, no, but that's not what I have to talk to you about.
Okay, one thing first. Excuse me. Guard this with your life.
What is it?
The ring.
Why are you giving it to me?
Oh, I don't trust Scotty with it.
Michael, I don't think I should.
Please, you're practically the best man anyway.
Thank you.
Here, open it. She'll like it, won't she?
Yes.
So, what do you want to talk about? You wanted to talk to me about something?
Oh, yes. Michael. We've known each other a long time, right? What, 20 years? Okay, not that long, but it's a long time.
Yeah.
And in that time, we've grown close. Very close. Do you know what I mean by close?
I think so.
Okay, good, so do I. So, sometimes, could you excuse us, please? Sometimes, people think they know how they feel about each other, but they don't. Until they do. I have a point. The question is, am I getting to it?
Why don't you? Whatever it is you have to say can't be that big a deal.
Oh, Michael. Big deal is... it's a relative term.
Who's that guy?
It's George. George, I've told you about George. He's my editor.
What's he doing here? You working this weekend?
No. He's here to be with me.
Why?
Because he's my friend. He's my good friend. My best friend these days, and...
Oh.
You've been busy.
So, all of this has been about George? I'm speechless.
Well, that's Jules.
Hey, congratulations. What?
I told him, puppy. I mean, if we're engaged, we really shouldn't be ashamed of it. He's racing back to New York. He just came in for a few hours to fuck me.
Takes a few hours.
Give me your ring. Give it to me. George, when you ask a girl to marry you, you have to give an engagement ring.
Oh, Julianne, I can't believe you're doing this to me. You know, I've come all this way to help you. For this, you're insane.
Please, for one day, find me irresistible.
Well, I guess it's just the way that you always talked about George. It always seemed like, it sounded like George was gay. Actually, yes.
Common misconception.
It is. Because George likes to pretend that he's gay.
Why would you do that?
Oh, I find it attracts women.
Indeed, yes. Worked for me. Big time.
Right.
Sister,
Oh my God, race you to the altar.
underplay.
Got it. Hey! I'm Jules' fiancé, George. Just in time for a quick pre-conjugal visit, if you catch my drift. You.
You're gonna humiliate me, aren't you?
If I can.
Okay, just one thing. Stay away from...
I don't know why I'm so carried away. It's so
against God's plan?
No! Oh no! This is wonderful! It's wonderful!
No.
You have to meet George.
George.
You must be Kimmy's little sister.
Oh.
Julian's fiance. They're gonna be married.
No.
Yes.
What's going on? Julian's getting married.
Oh, why didn't you tell us?
It had really been time.
I wanted to shout it from the rooftops, but Jules said no.
Pumpkin, no. This is Kimmy's day. Let's not take the attention away from Kimmy.
Oh.
Dear, sweet, adorable, chocolate-covered Kimmy. Those were her very words.
I think I'm gonna cry.
Me too.
George, this is so sweet of you to come to our rehearsal. I insist you stay on to lunch.
Oh, no, absolutely.
Love to. Love the bag, love the shoes, love everything. Love to.
Darling, what about your flight?
Cancelled.
I can tell you this now, but I was very worried about you.
About me?
Yeah, I mean, all the stories that Michael told me were hilarious. But I mean, all those broken relationships, all those men. It must have hurt going through so many guys and never finding the right one.
She couldn't sit down for 7 years until she met teensy weensy little me.
And all the while, the man of your dreams was right in front of you.
She's talking about me.
George,
Yes, darling.
how did you and Julianne meet?
George is my editor.
Yes, but Poopy, we met a long time before that. Actually, it's a very romantic story. Would you like to tell it, Sweepy?
No, it's private.
Oh, not anymore. I first met Julianne in a mental institution. Julianne was there visiting some French chef she'd sent insane with a bad review. And I was there visiting Dionne Warwick.
Dionne Warwick?
Well, yes, he thought he was Dionne Warwick.
Who is Dionne Warwick?
Oh, sacrilege, darling.
She's Whitney Houston's aunt.
She's very good on the Psychic Friends Network, isn't she?
Do you know the way to San Jose? La 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 la.
So there I was with Dionne, whose real name, by the way, is Jerry. We're having one hell of a sing-song. And suddenly, breezing through the doors from the electric shock therapy room, I saw her. A vision. Pink.
Pink. You don't wear pink.
Oh, she does, Michael. Sometimes she does wear pink.
George,
You do.
I do.
I said to Dionne, Dionne, who is this vision? Qu'est-ce que c'est cette vision? Surely she must be the understudy to some fabulous Broadway star. I mean, look at her skin. Who does her hair? And in that moment, I knew.
Okay, we don't all need to know what.
Yes, we
You do. I knew that someday it would end up like this. Like some glittering Doris Day, Rock Hudson extravaganza. I said to Dionne, Dionne, I'm in love. Could this siren love me? Are the gods that kind? And Dionne turned to me, opened her lovely eyes and said,
What'd she say?
the moment I wake up, before I put on my makeup,
I'll say a little prayer for you.
while combing my hair now, while wondering what dress to wear now,
I say a little prayer for you.
forever and ever, you stay in my heart, and I will love you forever and ever. You never will part, oh how I love you together forever. That's how it must be to live without you. Would only mean heartbreak for me. I run for the Bastille.
All right, you've made your point. Get on your plane and go, and I will call you at the turn of the century when I've forgiven you.
Jules. It never worked out, you know.
Yeah, because it was dishonest.
Different temperaments. Luke, tell him you love him. Bite the bullet.
George. What will he do?
It's just Kim. You'll stand beside her at the wedding. Kiss him goodbye. Go home. That's what you came here to do. So do it.
George isn't my fiancé, Michael. It's been over for ages, but he can't accept it. I'd built you up so much, I couldn't let him lose face in front of you. He could never stack up to the one man I measure everyone against.
I don't know, this is strange. I gotta tell you, when you told me that you were marrying George, I got this really strange,
You were jealous?
crazy jealous. I'm sorry. Can we maybe spend some time alone this afternoon? That'd be all right? Thinking a lot the last couple of days. About us, I mean.
Have you? Well, there are a lot of memories to choose from, I guess.
It's more than that. I mean, it's kind of embarrassing to say it this way, but you've sort of been, you know, the woman in my life.
You've been the man in mine.
And I was thinking this could be our last time alone. Together, you know.
Except for that hot affair we'll have twice a year.
Except for that. I mean, you commit to this wedding, and then it seems like this momentum, and then you forget you chose it. You and I didn't, I mean, in our relationships with other people, we didn't use the word love a lot, did we? Kimmy says if you love someone, you say it. You say it right then, out loud. Otherwise, the moment just
passes you by.
Passes you by. Yeah.
We don't even have a song. Kimmy and I. We don't have a song. Do you think that's a bad sign? Someday, when I'm awfully low and the world is cold, I will feel a glow just thinking of you and the way you look tonight. Is your dance card filled?
Well, I'd have to check. You know, I keep it on PowerBook these days.
Is that right? With each word, your tenderness grows, tearing my fears apart. With each laugh that wrinkles your nose, touches my foolish heart.
Excuse me. Hi.
Hi.
I thought Michael was picking me up.
Well, I said I'd drop you at the Stag. He's got a million things to do. Sort of unofficial best man.
Yes, of course. Well, Kim said when Michael turned the job down that there was no friction.
Friction? No.
Good. I haven't caused a problem, have I?
No, you haven't. Well, nobody has.
Listen, you're just a little bit early.
Actually, I needed to make some phone calls. Would it be possible to use your office?
Of course. Right at the end of the hall on the left.
Thank you.
Take your time.
Okay. Email. New letter. To Eric Isaacson, Senior Editor, Sport Magazine, from Walter Wallace. See, you can do this. It's easy. You just do it fast, get it over with. It's like it never happened. Eric, I need a favor. My daughter's every happiness is in your hands. I have offered Mike O'Neill, my new son-in-law, great opportunity in my company to his own detriment. Michael will not accept our offer while he works for you. My daughter joins me in his plea for your cooperation. With gratitude, Walter. Why would I send this? You'd get fired. No. Save for later. It's not like I'm sending it. I'm just saving it for a few hours. Till we come back here and Michael can see it. Perfectly harmless.
send out this, not this, that's it.
Okay.
Oh, and by the way, I'm holding 4 or 5 emails that I wrote over lunch. Send those out too.
Yes, sir.
Bye.
Bye. I can't believe this. Did you try every key?
It's no big deal. She just gave us the wrong set of keys.
No, there's got to be a janitor or a guard or a cleaning woman or some kind of. Somebody has to be in this building. I need a brick. I just need a brick.
What's the big deal about getting a smile tonight?
I'm up against a deadline.
Me too. I'm getting married tomorrow.
That's my point. Everyone is going to be so busy with more important things, and so this is really my last chance. If I could just get up there to Walter's office or right by the computer, then I could just email those figures right now.
Tomorrow's Sunday. Nobody's doing business. Monday morning, crack of dawn, Walter will walk you right up there. Give it up, kid. Can't win them all.
Good night. Jules.
This thing mean that much to you?
Yes.
Come on. We'll use the phone in your room. Walter's probably not even asleep. We'll call the house. I'll drive you up here. I'll drive you up there. We'll get the right key. We'll go back down to the office. If I fall asleep on the altar tomorrow, you better be there.
I'll be there.
These are all from Mary. This fax is from Eric, too. My wedding. You'd think my boss would leave me alone.
Maybe it's congratulations. What is it?
Mike, I can't believe I'm doing this to you on the night before your wedding, but I think you need and deserve to know what you're marrying into.
I received the following email this afternoon. Eric, I need a favor. My daughter's every...
Isabel, I need to talk to Kim. No, I'm just tired. Please put her on. Thanks. Jules. Could you give me a minute? Please?
Excuse me, miss. Are you locked out?
No. I just stepped out. It's a no-smoking room.
Well, it's a non-smoking floor, too. Maybe you could go down to the lobby.
Why don't you have me arrested? I mean it. I am a dangerous criminal person. I do bad things to honest people. You can make a citizen's arrest. I wouldn't struggle. It'd be like getting Al Capone on tax evasion.
Can I help you, miss?
Do you smoke, Richard?
Yes, I do. But
It's a non-smoking floor.
Yeah.
But you know what?
this too. She'll pass.
Thanks, Richard.
I want you to quit this shit. It'll kill you.
What happened?
It's over. She denied it. She said I was crazy and paranoid.
A bad combination.
There's a big brunch tomorrow morning at her parents' house. She said, how can I call it off? How can I... What am I supposed to tell everyone?
Michael.
No, it's for the best. It really is. And she was right. I am crazy. To fall for someone I hardly knew. I'm so glad you're here. Hey, you still got that ring?
I tried it on and it won't come off. Why don't we take a walk or have some food sent up or something?
I just want to be alone. Is that okay?
Sure.
Maybe I'll go back to New York for a while, hang with you. Eric will understand. Or we could go somewhere, if you want.
If San Antonio sweeps Sacramento. I've never been to Texas.
Just thinking of you.
this is your basic call off the wedding party?
I came here to confront everybody. I'm not gonna just slink away like some coward. Besides, she hasn't told anyone. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Michael, there is a wedding at 6 o'clock. Have you changed your mind? Do you want to marry Kimmy?
I made a decision. It's over. I'll go tell him. First, do you think she's all right? Maybe you could go check on her for me.
These are the most beautiful flowers I've ever seen. How is he?
Well, he's sort of wondering why you haven't told your parents that the wedding's off.
Well, I don't know. I'm still hoping for a miracle, I suppose. I mean, how could he think that my father and I would do such a thing?
I only minored in psych, you understand. Maybe Michael couldn't commit to this marriage, so he created a delusion, produced an unconscious psychosomatic manifestation of... I'm better with food. Okay. You're Michael. You're in a fancy French restaurant. You order creme brulee for dessert. It's beautiful. It's sweet. It's irritatingly perfect. Suddenly, Michael realizes he doesn't want creme brulee. He wants something else.
What does he want?
Jello.
Jello? Why does he want Jello?
Because he's comfortable with Jello. Jello makes him comfortable. I realize compared to creme brulee, it's Jello, but maybe that's what he needs.
I could be Jello.
No. Creme brulee can never be Jello. You could never be Jello.
I have to be Jello.
You're never gonna be Jello. Now, you need to come clean with your parents, because if you're waiting for that do you take this man part, it's considered poor form.
I love him. And whatever delusions I drove Michael to, there's truth at the heart of it. You see, I want him to work for my father. I want to stay in school, and I want a life of my own. Please, tell him that it's my fault and that I love him. You're the only person that I trust.
I'll be right back.
Thank you.
How is she?
Hey, knock it off!
Yes, sir?
I asked you, does she...
She admits that it's her fault. Totally, completely, inexcusably her fault.
Do you think she still loves me?
Love, well, it's a strong word, and I don't know that I'm necessarily qualified as a... I mean, I guess I wouldn't be totally off base if I said that in her way she does possess strong feelings. Sure she does, Michael. She's crazy about you.
Like the mountains in springtime, like a walk in
Tell her I'll marry her at 6 o'clock. If she'll still have me.
like a storm in the
Please.
like a sleepy blue ocean.
I'll be right. Right back.
Come love me again.
say?
He said, marry me.
God, you were here.
Yeah,
I got so confused.
it happens. Got a minute?
What's up?
I'd say this quick, or I'm just gonna have this massive coronary, and then you'll never hear it, and you have to. This is by far the dumbest thing I've ever done in my entire life. So dumb, in fact, that I can't. Oh, but I'm gonna. Michael, I love you. I've loved you for 9 years. I've just been too arrogant and scared to realize it. And, well, now I'm just scared. So I realize this comes at a very inopportune time, but I really have this gigantic favor to ask of you. Choose me. Marry me. Let me make you happy. That sounds like 3 favors, doesn't it?
That's our maid of honor. She's from New York.
Michael, wait! Michael, wait! Please! You'll never catch her!
Does anybody leave their car unlocked? Nobody trusts anybody anymore. Oh, a good Samaritan.
There's just too little
Shy tendrils of russet pleasure began their unbidden journey. She moaned. The tonnage of years of anguish, sacrifice. Yes.
It is not going well! This is what comes of telling the truth! Or even part of it! You know, getting what you deserve isn't fair!
Where are you?
I have stolen a bread van, and I'm chasing Michael down Michigan Avenue. George, this is all your fault. I told him the truth. I said that I loved him, and I kissed him, and this is what's happened.
Jules, a question. When you kissed Michael, did he kiss you back?
What do you mean? We were lip to lip.
I mean, was there anything on the other side of that kiss that leads you to believe that this chase will end happily?
That's beside the point. We were interrupted.
Who interrupted you?
Kimmy, she ruined everything, and Michael started chasing her before he could answer me.
Michael's chasing Kimmy.
Yes.
You're chasing Michael.
Yes.
Who's chasing you? Nobody. Get it?
There's your answer, Kimmy.
No! Yes! Jules, you are not the one! No, for God's sake. The wedding is at 6 p.m. You have a small but distinct window of opportunity to do the right thing.
George!
That there's just too little love for
condition. Besides that I love you, this is even worse. The email that Walter sent to your boss. I wrote that. I'm the bad guy.
Are you crazy? Jules, are you completely insane? I mean, Jules, how could you do that?
Michael, it wasn't supposed to get sent. I just wanted you to get mad at Kimmy. I've done nothing but underhand, despicable, not even terribly imaginative things since I got here. Michael, I was just trying to win you. To win you back. But that doesn't excuse any of it. I'm pond scum. Well, lower actually. I'm like the fungus that feeds on pond scum.
Lower. The pus that infects the mucus, that cruds up the fungus, that feeds on the pond scum. On the other hand, thank you for loving me that much. That way. It's pretty flattering.
Except it makes me fungus.
Well, that part I knew.
Glad you didn't get on that train.
Well, I came here looking for her.
Why would she be here?
This is where I proposed. I had to cover a game in Milwaukee, and she saw me off. The train was starting to leave, and I jumped up on the step, and I held the handle. And without a thought in my head, I just shouted, "Marry me." And the train was pulling out, and she just suddenly screamed, "Yes!" Just once. And blew me a kiss. Well, would have been a nice wedding.
Michael, you can't believe that you've lost her. I mean, sooner or later you will find her and you'll look into her eyes and you'll see all that love. I just hope that it's sooner rather than later, or else I'd hate to be you at 6 o'clock, okay? Just wait. We'll split up. And you will go to every romantic place the two of you have, and I will go, I don't know, someplace brilliant, and we'll find her. We will find her.
Wallace Egregious Residence, Mandy speaking.
Hi, it's Jules. You guys haven't gotten a call from Kimmy, have
Oh,
you?
no, she slipped out, the little monkey, during the commotion.
Commotion.
Well, my sister was licking an ice sculpture and her tongue froze right to it.
And that's a commotion.
It's a sculpture, the David.
And so Kimmy would be...
She's probably with Michael doing the nasty. Either that or crying in her nachos down at Comiskey Park.
Excuse me?
I had this crank call from some guy who says he saw her in the luxury box.
Right, okay,
Bride be doing.
right. Listen, can you bring my dress to the church? And I have to pick something up for the ceremony.
Okay, don't forget to shave now.
Here we go. Here's the hair.
All right, there we go.
It's gonna be okay. No, no pictures. No pictures. Please, no pictures.
Kimmy? I know you're in here. The guard saw you come in.
Just leave me alone, you bitch!
Kimmy.
Who the hell do you think you are? Have fun! You came here pretending to be my friend, and I made you my maid of honor.
Who asked you to do that? You knew me, what, 8 minutes?
Michael trusted you, so I trusted you.
You wanted to keep me close. You didn't trust me for a second.
I was right.
Well, of course you were right, but that's not my fault.
You kissed him at my parents' house on my wedding day.
Tramp.
Shut up. Now, I love this man, and there is no way that I'm going to give him up to some two-faced, big-haired food critic.
All right. I kissed him. I tried to steal him. I lost. He doesn't love me. He loves you. Kimmy, I haven't done much that I'm proud of the last 3 days. I'd like to take you to the church so you can walk down that aisle and marry the man of our dreams. Because he sure wants to marry you.
Raise our glasses and wish Mike and Kim every happiness for a long and happy life together, filled with happiness. Well, I guess that's it.
To the bride and groom.
Now let's hear from the maid of honor, the lovely Julianne.
I had the strangest dream. I dreamt that some psychopath was trying to break the two of you up. woke up and I see that the world is just as it should be. For my best friend has won the best one. I didn't get you a gift. However, this is on loan until you two find your song.
Just thinking of you and the way you look tonight. Oh, but you're lovely with your smile so warm, with your smile so warm, and your cheeks so soft. There is nothing for it but to love. I wanna love you just the way you look tonight.
Hello, George.
Hey, gorgeous, having a good time?
Not particularly, but I did what I came to do.
What, you split them up?
No, I said goodbye.
Good girl. Proud of you. Be proudest too if you were dancing.
I have big plans for dancing. Just give me 30, 35 years.
The misery, the exquisite tragedy, the Susan Hayward of it all. I can just picture you there sitting alone at your table in your lavender gown.
Did I tell you my gown was lavender?
Hair swept up, haven't touched your cake. Probably drumming your fingernails on the white linen tablecloth, where you do when you're really feeling down. Perhaps even looking at those nails thinking, God, I should have stopped in all my evil plotting to have that manicure. But it's too late now.
George, I didn't tell you my dress was lavender.
Suddenly, a familiar song. Then you're off your chair in one exquisite movement. Wandering, searching, sniffing the wind like a dappled deer. Has God heard your little prayer? Will Cinderella dance again? And then, suddenly, the crowds part. And there he is. Sleek, stylish,
radiant with charisma. Bizarrely, he's on the telephone. But then, so are you. And he comes towards you. The moves of a jungle cat. And although you quite correctly sense that he is gay, like most devastatingly handsome single men of his age are, you think, what the hell? Life goes on. Maybe there won't be marriage. Maybe there won't be sex. But by God, there'll be dancing. Jane Bond.
It's time to let you go. It's time to say goodbye. There's no more excuses. No more tears to cry. I've spent